there has been some huge reveals about what to expect on board Virgin Voyages' brand new ship. I'm David from VV Insider, and I'm here with our Virgin Voyages Insider Update, telling you all the latest news and what you'll need to know on Virgin Voyages in August 2025, including details about Virgin Voyages' very first trip to Iceland on Scarlet Lady, an unexpected change to the wearable technology on board Virgin Voyages, full details about the new Brilliant Lady Happenings cast, as well as tons of more information from Brilliant Lady as she gears up for her launch in the next few weeks, including a sneak peek at the brand new menu for Rojo by Razzle Dazzle, the brand new restaurant on board Brilliant Lady. VV Insider is the #1 resource for the latest Virgin Voyages info, guides and news. From picking the perfect cabin to booking dining, or simply just making the most of your voyage and saving money while you do it, VVinsider.com has helped thousands of sailors around the world sail smarter. Support our work by hitting subscribe and stick around to hear how you can get exclusive perks by booking directly with us. So the first story that we're going to talk about is Virgin Voyage's first trip to Iceland. And it's actually this story that explains my croaky voice today. We were fortunate enough to be on board Scarlet Lady as she made her way to Iceland. Unfortunately, I did not pack enough warm clothes and I caught a cold, but the show must go on. This voyage marks Virgin Voyage's first venture to Iceland. Having set off on August 3rd from Portsmouth, she made her way to Amsterdam for an overnight and then across to Bergen in Norway, before calling at Lerwick in the Shetlands in Scotland, and then a little bit of a bumpy crossing over to Iceland, where she visited 2 ports in Iceland offering incredible scenery and amazing excursions to some natural wonders, before heading to Reykjavik for 1 overnight, and that is where the journey ended. This was a hugely popular sailing, and the sentiment on board was that Virgin Voyages is one of the best ways to explore Iceland, having the amazing scenery on the daytime and then having those great dining and beverage options on board through the night times, an incredible experience. A quick shout out for anyone who said hello to us on that voyage. It was so lovely meeting so many of you, and to hear your kind feedback about the work that we do here at VV Insider face to face is absolutely phenomenal, so thank you so much for saying hello. As we reported in our last Insider Update, the Halloween voyage dates have been announced. There was at the time a mysterious gap around when Brilliant Lady's Halloween sailings will be. Well, now we know Virgin's newest ship will offer a 5-night sailing on the 24th of October 2026. This sailing is out of Los Angeles and will be calling at Catalina Island and San Diego before reaching Ensenada in Mexico and then finishing back in Los Angeles. Here's what to expect on board a Halloween voyage on Virgin Voyages. There'll be exclusive dining and beverage options as well. We ourselves have done a Halloween voyage before and it's really fantastic. It's certainly a great way to experience Virgin Voyages. If you've done it before, it's definitely a different take on a normal voyage. And don't forget, head over to VVinsider.com to find the best price and get exclusive perks by booking directly with us. Now, this news story is a big deal from us at VV Insider, because over the last few months, we've been working really hard to put together a loyalty program for all of those sailors that are kind enough to book their next voyage with us at VV Insider. We call it our Diamonds Loyalty Program. And the way that it works is that for every $500 you spend on a voyage, we add a diamond to your Red Diamond Club account, and you can collect those diamonds to spend them on gifts like onboard credit on your next voyage. This is really a way from us at VV Insider to thank you personally for supporting us by booking your voyage through us. Of course, your voyage never costs any more than it would on virginvoyages.com. You're simply booking on VVinsider.com, but we can give you these perks, and now we can give you those diamonds that you can spend on onboard credit as well. I think we're at that point where we can confidently say the best way to book a Virgin voyage is VVinsider.com, and you get the extra benefit of supporting the work that we do here at VV Insider, which is to get all of this great information and all the Virgin Voyages news out to everyone for no additional cost. It's a win-win. Now, this is a piece of news that came directly out of the celebration voyage that left in Lisbon a couple of weeks ago. And this is where the executives revealed that you don't need to use the app to order your ship eats anymore to your room. Ship Eats, if you're not familiar, this is what the room service is called on board Virgin Voyages, and this is where food and beverages can be delivered directly to your cabin. Now, historically, you had to do this by using the phone app, But now you can stay in the comfort of your cabin and simply use the cabin tablet that you would traditionally use for controlling the lights, the TV and the shades. But now there's a new option where you can now order your ship eats directly through the tablet itself as well. We've gone to the effort of documenting this process to show you how to do it on the tablet. So if you do want to order ship eats from the tablet in your cabin, go to vvinsider.com. This article explains the entire process with pictures to guide you as well. There are a few room service and ship eats caveats and rules that do apply and how much it costs, including what the minimum spend is. So do head over to vvinsider.com where we explain the whole process in detail and how to make the most out of that service. There are a few tips and tricks that you can use to get the most from it. Now this one is quite a subtle but quite a big change, and that is to do with the iconic bands that you get when you sail on board Virgin Voyages. These iconic bands are the wearables that you'll use with embedded technology that allows you to not open your cabin door, but also make purchases as you go around the ship as well. This is a real perk of Virgin Voyages because normally on a cruise line you'll be given a key card or a medallion that you have to keep on your person at all times. So often you'll have to wear a nerdy looking lanyard to carry your key card on, but instead on Virgin you get this quite stylish wearable that you wear around the ship. It's waterproof, you can use it in the pool, it's great. But there is a slight difference that's been made over the past few weeks. And this is something that we noticed when we sailed on Scarlet Lady just a couple of weeks ago. And this is, for now, specifically the red sailor bands. The red is for everyone except rock stars and mega rock stars. And it's all to do with the size of the chip. So this is the small piece of plastic that you use to touch against the pad on your cabin to get into the door. And you would also hold it against a reader if you're paying for something on board as well. It's never been too chunky, but Virgin Voyages are always about sustainability. So bringing down the amount of plastic that they're using on board is probably the key driver in all of this. So the band itself mainly remains the same. It's the plastic chip that's getting reduced down. Now, as I say, we noticed this was limited to the red bands only. It's probably going to roll across the black bands as well, and we'll keep you updated when that happens. Another piece of news for those that like those special voyages, and that's the Eat and Drink Festival for 2026 dates have been announced. If you're not familiar with the Eat and Drink Festival, this is Virgin Voyage's chance to really go all out and really explore some culinary and some beverage options that they don't have the freedom to do the rest of the year. We have a full write-up of what the Eat and Drink Festival in 2025 looked like, and this was all around a taste of brilliant. So this was showing off cuisines and cocktails inspired by those new itineraries and those new locations that Brilliant Lady will be visiting when she launches later this year. We of course do not know what to expect with the 2026 Eat and Drink Festival, but do stay subscribed to our channel or subscribe to our newsletter on our website, and we'll let you know as soon as that information becomes available. As always, we have updated our Sail and Save offer list. If you're not familiar with the Sail and Save offers on Virgin Voyages, these are a collection of the most cost-effective voyages. So if you're just looking to get away on Virgin Voyages for the least price possible, here's where to look. We update our Sail and Save offers every single week, where we give you a quick glimpse at the itineraries and also tell you how much it is per night, so you can get the best bang for your buck. With some sailings on the latest update from as little as $90 per person per night, these really are the voyages that have the best prices at the moment. If you want to find these more quickly, when you head to our website, go to vvinsider.com, and in the menu you'll see offers. If you head on to offers, you'll see the lowest prices and all the deals that are available right now. Now, of course, it is not a VV Insider update without us mentioning Brilliant Lady 100 times. And that is because the excitement is building. She is launching in just a few short weeks' time. And over the last couple of weeks, there's been a few stories that really bring the launch to life. One of these stories was from Virgin Voyages themselves, celebrating the crew that is making Brilliant Lady a reality. Virgin Voyages released a video celebrating their crew, who are doing an absolutely incredible job putting the ship together ready for her launch. And if you're looking for some sneak peeks, I would recommend heading over to our article on vvinsider.com and watching the video, because you might see some sneak peeks of those spaces that have been updated on the ship behind some of the action happening in the video. So it's certainly worth it if you want some spoilers about what to expect on Brilliant Lady. Speaking of the cast and crew on board Brilliant Lady, we have had the privilege to announce the new happenings cast for the launch of Brilliant Lady. So this is happenings cast number 1 for Brilliant Lady. A few mentions here that you'll already be familiar with, and that is Abi the Hostess returns to launch her 4th Virgin Voyages ship. And that of course means that she has the esteemed honour of launching every single one of the Virgin Voyages vessels. She is an iconic and an incredible hostess. You can expect to see her in some of the most iconic moments on board, including the sail away, the PJ party, the big Scarlet Night celebrations, as well as the hostess's own show, Love, Love, Love with the Hostess. Abi has an incredible hosting personality and an amazing singing voice, so do not miss her as she becomes the octopus goddess on Scarlet Night in the Octopus Garden. We're also thrilled to see Dixie Krystal's The Diva return to Virgin Voyages as well to launch Brilliant Lady. The Diva is the resident drag queen on board Virgin Voyages, and you can expect to see her in things like Bingo with the Diva, the PJ Party, but actually there's a brand new show on Brilliant Lady, and we talk about this more on VVinsider.com, but it's called The Diva Goes West, and this is a country-themed Diva show, which will be brand new to Brilliant Lady, so we can't wait to see what changes have been made there. A few other mentions include Big Lou, who returns as the gamer, Oscar returning as the charmer, Aja returning as the artist, and Faith returning as the foodie. Dwayne the Balancer also returns, and for the complete information and links to Instagram accounts, head over to VVinsider.com where we have them all listed out for you. It was also announced that when Brilliant Lady reaches New York City on the 3rd of September, she will be hosting an exclusive launch party meant specifically for Sailing Club members. This Sailing Club is Virgin Voyages' loyalty program, and invites to this exclusive launch party have gone out to those that are already members. The tickets cost $150, but at the time of recording this, it looks like they might be sold out, but certainly have a look on our article and check the link. You never know if there's been more tickets released. So what does this party look like? Well, the ship opens at 5 p.m, and those that have purchased tickets were able to choose dining in one of the restaurants, including the new restaurant Rojo by Razzle Dazzle, which is inspired by Spanish cuisine. They'll also be hosting their signature entertainment offering, including one of the new headline shows on Brilliant Lady called Red Hot, which is an exploration of the history of Virgin Records. We can't wait to see what happens on the night and what special surprises Virgin Voyages has in store for the big New York City launch, but I'm sure this is a party that nobody wants to miss. We have a sneak peek at the full menu available at Rojo by Razzle Dazzle. As I mentioned a little earlier, this is the brand new restaurant that will be on board Brilliant Lady. And this is really a showcase of Spanish cuisine. We have the full menu available on VVinsider.com, but a few highlights include a shrimp dish with fennel, red peppers and almonds, grilled octopus with a brown butter fondue, a grilled ribeye with chorizo and charred shallots, and something that I'm particularly excited about, which are the baby back ribs with harissa honey. The full menu includes details about the treat yourself option, which is a lobster paella, and also has all the information about the signature cocktails and drinks available at the restaurant as well. So if you want to see the full menu, head over to VVinsider.com to see that. Now, as the Brilliant launch is fast approaching, that means that we're going into overdrive planning all the content for the launch. And the great thing is we're going to bring you along with us. So when you join us next Sunday, we're going to have a video explaining how the launch is going to progress and what content to expect from us over those 3 weeks. We're already putting some really exciting plans together, but if you followed along before, you know that I had ambitions of doing a YouTube live from Brilliant Lady. Now, I don't trust the technology enough to do that, but instead we're going to go one better and produce a full walkthrough of Brilliant Lady as quickly as we possibly can, which means if you stay subscribed to VVinsider.com, you'll be the first to have a look on board the new ship. The dates and times for that we're still figuring out with Virgin Voyages, but we're going to try and get that out as quickly as we can because we know everyone is desperate to see what the new ship is all about. We're also going to be taking a look at all of the new entertainment on board, so expect a roundup of all the new entertainment. And our first taste at Rojo by Razzle Dazzle, so we're going to see what all that Spanish food is all about and bring all the details and reviews to you as quickly as we can as well. We certainly have a busy few weeks ahead of us, and again, if you want to support any of the work that we do at VVinsider.com, it's certainly not easy pulling all of this information together, so we would really appreciate if you're making your next Virgin Voyages booking that you take a look at VVinsider.com/book, where you can browse all of the latest offers as well as all the prices for every voyage that's sailing on Virgin Voyages. You can either use the links on that page to book directly on virginvoyages.com and we'll be linked with your booking, or if you prefer us to help you out personally, send us an inquiry and we'll be in touch to make sure we can book your next perfect Virgin Voyages for the best price possible, including any perks and extras that we can give you as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to take some rest for the cold that I have at the minute, but I'm hoping to be fighting fit, ready to bring you all the latest information about the Brilliant Lady launch. So until then, happy sailing.